Yes, welcome back to mathematics class. So we'll continue. Yes, we are discussing 12th problem now. See the question. The nature of the roots of the quadratic equation x square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0 are. So nature concept. So you have to recall nature of the roots. How to find out the nature of the roots? So first I'll complete the question. Okay. The nature of the roots of the quadratic equation x square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0 are. Option A real and equal. Option B real, rational and distinct, and real, irrational and distinct, and option D complex. So nature of the roots of the quadratic equation x square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0 are. How to find out the nature of the roots? Nature of the roots. Huh? Yes. How to find out the nature of the roots? Yes. So we have to discuss by considering discriminant. Yes, very good. By considering discriminant. How to find out the discriminant of the quadratic equation? How to find out the discriminant? How can we find out the discriminant of the quadratic equation? Discriminant D, which is equal to, yes, b square minus 4ac. So we have to recall that formula d, which is equal to b square minus 4ac. So in that we'll get discriminant. From the discriminant we'll get the nature of the roots. Can we recall that nature of the roots once? Now what is the discriminant here? X square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. What is the discriminant? 0 you got. Okay, if we got the answer 0, yes, then what is the nature? If the discriminant is 0, what is the nature? Real and equal. Yes, real and equal. If the discriminant is 0, then the roots are, okay, nature of the roots are real and equal. If the discriminant is greater than 0, what is the root nature? What is the nature? Yes, first real and distinct. Very good. If it is less than 0, if it is less than 0, no real roots. Yes. Now, so in the 12th question, we have to revise the nature of the roots concept once. So here for this question, we got the discriminant value is exactly 0. If the discriminant is exactly equal to 0, then the nature of the roots are real and equal. So if it is actually greater than 0, greater than 0 in the sense positive numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, so if the discriminant is positive value, then what we have to take nature, that is real and distinct. So we have to write the nature as real and distinct. If it is negative, that is for example minus 64, minus 8, so less than 0, then we have to write the nature as no real roots. So got the revision of the nature of the roots now. So here we got the answer exactly, discriminant is 0. So that's why option A, real and equal, is the right answer. Okay, now next question. The sum of the squares of two consecutive odd numbers is 394. Once again, I'll repeat this statement. Understand the statement properly. So, sum of the squares of two consecutive odd numbers is 394. The mathematical equation for the above statement. So, you have to express this statement in the mathematical form. So, here you can see that RHS form. For all the options, you have the RHS form 394. By looking the RHS form, we cannot give the answer. Okay. So now the sum of the squares of two consecutive odd numbers. Yes. What is your answer? So we have discussed this type of consecutive numbers and all in our classes, no? Yes. Which is the right answer? Yes. Huh. Option? Yes, we are getting different answer. In the sense you are having confusion regarding this question. If we got the same answer, then everyone are having the clarity about the concept. Yes, option B, option Shriyarsha, yes, option B. Yes, yes, let us see the chat box. Siri, option B. B, A. Some students answer is A and some students giving the answer option B. So once you recall consecutive odd numbers, first number we have to take X. Okay, odd numbers we are discussing now. First number, let us take the first number be X. Then next consecutive term ಅಂದ್ರೆ very next number. Odd numbers ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ very next number ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ X plus 2. So for example, X ಅಂದ್ರೆ first 1 is our first number. So then which is the next odd number? 3 is the next odd number. No? For that 1 plus 2 we are doing. So first number X ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ for that X, if we add 2, then we'll get the very next consecutive number ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ exactly serial numbers 1 2 3 4 like that consecutive numbers ಇಲ್ಲಿ consecutive odd numbers ಅಂತ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ 1 3 5 7 like that we have to take. So first number here the numbers are not given, no, unknown number. First we have to take it as X. First number is X. Then what is the second number, consecutive odd number? For that first number, we have to add 2 to get the very next number. So first number is X, then second number is X plus 2. Okay, X and X plus 2. So here the sum of the squares of the consecutive odd numbers is given. So look at the first option, X square plus X plus 1 square. It is not proper because ಇಲ್ಲಿ x 1 ಆದ್ರೆ 1 plus 1 2 ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. So 1 2 is not an odd number, no? So first option is not proper. Second option, x square plus x plus 2 square. See here, first number is x, second number is x plus 2. So then sum of the squares of this number is 394. So option B is the right. Okay, so option B is the right answer for this. Then x plus 1 whole square, x plus 2 whole square, this is wrong. Then x plus 2 whole square. Here, what is missing actually? Option D, x square is missing. So, which is the right answer? X square plus x plus 2 whole square, which is equal to 394 is the right mathematical expression for the given statement. Got the idea of this problem, students? Yes. So next question. Minimize. Which is the question? 14th one. 13th one finished, no? Yes, 14th question. Now see the trigonometry part. So in the given figure, angle B is equal to 90 degree, AB is equal to 6 centimeter, BC is equal to 8 centimeter, and AC is equal to 10 centimeter. Then the value of sine of 90 minus theta is dash. Okay, in the given figure, angle B 90 degree. It is clear no from the figure. Then measurements of the triangle sides is given. That is AB is 6 centimeter, BC 8 centimeter, then AC is 10 centimeter. Value of sine of 90 minus theta we have to find out. So which answer is right actually? 6 by 10, then 10 by 6, then 10 by 8, then 8 by 10. Sine of 90 minus theta. So here which concept we have to take actually? So right angle triangle is given, all the sides measurement is given, sine of 90 minus theta we have to write. So which concept we have to take here? Sine of minus 90 minus theta is what actually? Yes, we have to remember that formula, no? So yes, what is that sine of 90 minus theta? Yes. Yes. Cos theta. Sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta. So what is the ratio of cos theta actually? So here first we have to take sine of 90 minus theta, which is equal to cos theta. Now theta is here, no? So this is opposite side, this is adjacent, and this one is hypotenuse. So you have to remember that 6 ratio: sine theta, cos theta, tan theta. Okay, so cosec theta, secant theta, cot theta. So ratio of cos theta, adjacent by hypotenuse. So here you just see theta is here, then this is opposite side, AB is opposite, then BC is adjacent, then cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse, that is adjacent is 8, hypotenuse is 10. So that's why our answer is 8 by 10. Very simple question, but sine of 90 minus theta, which is equal to cos theta. So that concept we have to use here. Okay, sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta. Cos theta ratio is adjacent by hypotenuse. In the figure, adjacent side is BC and hypotenuse is AC. So 8 by 10. Option D is the right answer. Got the idea of this one now? Yes. So next 15th question. If 2 sine theta, sorry, 2 sine 2 theta, okay, 2 sine 2 theta is equal to root 3, the value of theta is dash. Okay, option A 90 degree, option B 60 degree, option C 30 degree, option D 45 degree. What is your answer? Very simple question. Theta value we have to find. What is given actually? 2 sine 2 theta is equal to root 3. Then what is the value of theta? What is the value of theta? Yes. Yes. How? Correct answer? Yes. Huh. Option C. Really? Okay. So, yes. What is the first step? 2 sine 2 theta, which is equal to root 3. So you have worked out this type of problem in the classes, no? Yes. 2 sine 2 theta is equal to root 3. Then first what we have to do actually, 2 we have to transfer this side. That is sine 2 theta is equal to 3 root 3 divided by 2. Root 3 divided by 2. So then root 3 by 2 we got. Sine 2 into, for which value we'll get the answer root 3 by 2 value. Okay, so sine 2 into, so you are telling the answer that 30 degree, theta is 30 degree. In the sense 2 into 30 is 60 degree. So sine 60, which is equal to root 3 by 2. Yes, recall the value. What is the value of sine 60? Yes. Akshay. Yes, correct. That's why your answer is 30 degree now. Sine 60 value is root 3 divided by 2. Very simple. First you have to transfer this 2 to this side. That is root 3 divided by 2. Sine 2 theta is equal to root 3 by 2. So 2 into. So for what value you will get the sine table value as root 3 by 2? Sine 60 degree is equal to root 3 by 2. So that's why already 2 is present. Okay, sine 2 theta. 2 into 30 degree, which is equal to 60 degree. Sine 60, which is equal to root 3 divided by 2. That's why we have to choose the option C, which is equal to 30 degree. So to attend this type of questions, you have to remember that sign, trigonometric table. Okay, so value table you have to remember. Clear? Yes, this is about the 15th question. Next, so we have the 16th problem. 16th problem is like this. In a circle topic. In a circle with center O, AC is a tangent at A. If OC is equal to 4 centimeter, angle ACO which is equal to 30 degree, then the radius of the circle is. Okay, then the radius of the circle is. In a circle with center O, AC is a tangent. AC is a tangent at A. If OC is equal to 4 centimeter, angle ACO is equal to 30 degree, then the radius of the circle is. So then we have to find out OA here. How to calculate OA? Yes. Which method we have to apply to get OA? Yes, fast. Reply me fast. Which method we have to use? Your options are option A, root 3, option B, 4 root 3, option C, 2 centimeter, and option D, 3 centimeter. Which method we have to use here? Pythagoras theorem? No. To use Pythagoras theorem, only one side is given. Yes. Which concept we have to take here? Shreya, but answer is 2 centimeter. How you got 2 centimeter, Shreya? Trigonometry. Yes, here we have to use trigonometry concept. Yes. OA we need. How to find out OA? It's very simple. So what we have to do is, this is theta actually. This one we have to take it as theta. So, idu theta adre, this is opposite. This is opposite. Then this one is adjacent. Okay, then this is hypotenuse. Okay, so then which concept we have to use to find out? Actually, we need OA. OA ಅಂದ್ರೆ opposite ಅಂತ name ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ. Okay, here hypotenuse is given. Opposite and hypotenuse which is covered in sine ratio. Right now, opposite by hypotenuse. Can we use sine 30? Yes. Sine 30 degree which is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite is OA, then hypotenuse is OC. So that is OA divided by 4 centimeter. What is the value of sine 30? Yes, Vaishnavi. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 which is equal to, so what is that? Opposite by hypotenuse, no? That is OA divided by 4. Yes, now what we have to do actually? So we have to do the cross multiplication. That is 2OA which is equal to 2OA which is equal to, we got the answer 4 ones are 4. So therefore OA which is equal to, so 4 divided by 2, OA which is equal to 4 by 2. So that is answer is 2. Got the idea of this problem now? Here we used actually sine 30 degree to get OA. Okay, radius of the circle. Got the idea of this concept now? Easy, no? This paper really easy. Okay, next question. So we'll end the class for question number 20. Is it okay? Remaining 20 question we'll discuss in the next class. Now, question number 17. If sine theta is equal to x by y, then cos theta is. If sine theta x by y, then cos theta is. Option A, y divided by square root of y square minus x square. Option B, y by x. Option C, x divided by square root of y square minus x square. Option D, square root of y square minus x square divided by y. 17th question. Sin theta andre x by y it is given. Then what is the value of cos theta? All are telling option D. Why it is option D? Why it is option D? 17th solution. Why it is option D? Yes. What is the answer from your side? Yeah. This one. If you want explanation, then you just see this one. Sin theta is equal to x by y. So here we are taking this ABC is the right angle triangle. So here we are mentioning this one as theta. So this theta is in the sense opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse. So opposite by hypotenuse. Sin theta in the sense ratio is opposite by hypotenuse, no? So that's why this is opposite x. This is hypotenuse y. Sin theta is equal to x by y, opposite by hypotenuse, that is AB by AC. So what we have to do here? Here we have to apply Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem to get BC. So we have to find out BC side now to write cos theta, because cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. But in the given data, what is given? Actually only opposite by hypotenuse is given. To find adjacent by hypotenuse, we have to work out BC. How can we work out BC? So using Pythagoras theorem, that is square on the hypotenuse, which is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. That is AC is y, then AB is x square, then BC only. So we have to calculate BC square now, then y square minus x square. Therefore BC is equal to square root of y square minus x square. Now it is very easy to guess the answer. Cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. So that is y square minus x square divided by y. Option D. Square root of y square minus x square divided by y, that is option D. Got the idea of this problem, no students? Yes. Now, Akshay, yes, which question? Question number 18. Yes, question number 18. Huh. Sin A plus sin square A is equal to 1. If sin A plus sin square A is equal to 1, then the value of cos square A plus cos 4A. Cos square A plus cos raised to 4A. Here A is missing actually. In Kannada version you can see cos square A. Here A is missing. Okay. If sin A plus sin square A is equal to 1. That is one condition given. Then the value of cos square A plus cos raised to 4A we have to work out. Cos square A plus cos raised to 4A. So then how to calculate this one using this actually? So we are having one identity, right? Sin square theta plus cos square theta, which is equal to 1. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Can we use that one? Yes. Can we use that one? Yes. Look at the explanation part for this question. Question number 18. This one. Okay. If sin A plus sin square A is equal to 1 is given, then value of cos square A plus cos raised to 4A is. So, we are using the given data sin A plus sin square A is equal to 1. Then what is the expression sin A? Sin A is 1 minus sin square A. 1 minus sin square A. So, we know that sin square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. Sin square A plus cos square A, which is equal to 1. So then 1 minus sin square A, can I replace cos square A? Because 1 minus sin square A and cos square A agate ನಮ್ಮ identity ಪ್ರಕಾರ. So sin A is equal to 1 minus sin square A ಅಂತ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ condition ಪ್ರಕಾರ. 1 minus sin square A, so we are going to replace as cos square A. Call that equation as equation number 1. Now, what we have to find out actually? Cos square A plus cos raised to 4A we have to work out. Cos square A. Just now we got cos square A as sin A. Can I replace cos square A as sin A? Yes, sin A. Then cos raised to 4A, we can write it in the form of cos square A to the power of 2. Yes. Then, which is equal to sin A plus here cos square A. Once again, cos square A is sin A. Again, I am going to replace this cos square A as sin A. Then sin A plus sin A whole square. Then sin A plus sin square A, which is equal to, again, the given condition is 1 only. Answer is 1. Got the idea, no? Very simple. Once again, if you want the revision for this, once again, sin A plus sin square is equal to 1 given. Then sin A is 1 minus sin square A. 1 minus sin square A, according to our identity, cos square A. Sin A is cos square A. Then take this condition cos square A plus cos raised to 4A. That is, cos square A is sin A. So I am going to replace this as sin A. Cos raised to 4A we have to express in the form of cos square A to the power of 2. Then cos square A again we are going to substitute as sin A. Sin A square in the sense sin square A. Then sin A plus sin square A, already it is given that 1. So the answer is 1. So now the next question is here only, 19th question. So we are going to this solution part only. If origin is the midpoint of the line joining, if origin is the midpoint of the line joining of the points a of 4 comma minus 6 and b of a comma b, the values of a and b are equal to. Already origin of the midpoint of the line joining of the points, origin we have to find out. Okay, so if origin is the midpoint, not origin. So let us read the question again. If origin is the midpoint of the line joining, okay. Origin in the sense we all know that coordinates of the origin are 0, comma 0. Origin location 0, comma 0. Origin is the midpoint of this A and B and 0, comma 0. It is given. So then B of A, comma B, A and B value we have to find out. So then midpoint formula we have to use. What is that midpoint formula? So midpoint which is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2, then y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Origin is the midpoint in the sense here we are taking 0, comma 0. 0, comma 0 is equal to x1 is 4, then x2 is a divided by 2. Next to y1 is minus 6, y2 is b divided by 2. Now separately we have to work out. 0 is equal to 4 plus a divided by 2. Then a is equal to minus 4 will get. Then again we have to equate this one also to this 0. Minus 6 plus b divided by 2 equal to 0. That is minus 6 plus b which is equal to 2 into 0 is 0 only. B is equal to plus 6. So option C, a is equal to minus 4 and b is equal to 6 is the right answer. This is about the 19th question. Last one question is remaining. Let us end the class for this question. Remaining question 20 questions we'll discuss in the next class. Okay, the last problem, it is a very simple question, direct formula they have asked. The distance between the points a of x1 y1 and b of x2 y2 is given by the formula. Okay, distance formula. What is distance formula? Distance d is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Option A, first option only, right answer. Actually, when this type of question is given, no, you will be confused actually. ನಿಮಗೆ ಬರೋ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನು ಕೆಲವೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಮರ್ತು ಹೋಗ್ದಂಗೆ ಅನ್ಸ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ತರನೇ ಅನ್ಸ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. So keep it in mind, formula, distance formula, d is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square then plus y2 minus y1 whole square. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ನೋ? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ x1 y1 ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ x1 y2 ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಈ ತರ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, x1 ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ y1 ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್, ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ is missing. That's why perfect answer is option A. Okay students, this is about the model paper 1 first 20 questions. So if you are having any confusion regarding the first 20 question, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll continue in the next class.